Wow. Well, he's just always been a very athletic kid. He was an athletic baby. um, and really competitive. I'm sure as you have experienced with your son, just at a young age, they display physical talents. I mean, he
Yes.
had his physical mobility, I think, developed faster than anything else. His motor skills, and
Yes.
so he was, before he could even actually crawl, he was 7 months old, sitting up, and he would throw a ball overhand. You'd give him a ball, and he'd throw it overhand.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, that's curious. You're throwing a ball overhand at this young. And he actually, I said he wasn't even crawling. He actually walked before he could crawl.
Really?
Yes. I think the mechanics of crawling was trickier for him than just the actual mechanics of walking.
Huh.
Um, and then always just very competitive from a really young age, from like the age of 3. I remember him um, getting into a race, just a foot race down the street with a kid who was almost 8 years old. And he lost the race by maybe an inch. And he was inconsolable. He was so upset that he lost. And I was like, honey, you're only 3. You almost won. He's almost 8. And he said, my feet are supposed to be faster than his.
Oh.
And so it was just, I'm like, okay. That's when in my mind, I was just looking at this kid thinking, you're pretty competitive.
Already.
And yeah.
As a baby. Well, young Cole said he wanted to play basketball at such a young age. Do you think he felt pressured to play because he had an NBA dad?
I don't think he really felt pressured because of that. I think that he just really loved the game. I
Right.
think that he was just deeply passionate about the game of basketball, and it was aspirational. It was a dream. As millions of kids
Mhm.
around the world, who love
Right.
sports and in particular basketball, just the NBA is a dream.
Of
And I
course.
don't think he was so different in that dream. But I think perhaps as it relates to his father, I think that because he actually knew that his father had played in the NBA, I think from that perspective, perhaps he felt like the aspiration was a little closer to a potential
Yeah.
reality because he had his dad as a role model of someone who was actually in the NBA.
Right.
Um, but even that, I mean, that's not enough on its face.
Right.
So
Right.